Oh, yeah. Good. There wasn't any wind. It would have been bad. Oh, no, we were in there. Yep, coming in the windows.
Vicky, are you hiding in the back?
But I started.
No need. You should be up front so you can see what's going on. Just saying. But it'll help you more than masks will be optional, everybody, while you exercise.
I don't know. People couldn't remember back to last year. I was so bad.
Some people changing up their space.
It's to keep you on your toes.
I'm on my toes right now. Should use some toe up. Who here has any problems with their feet, neuropathy or anything? Nothing like that. Maybe I'll add in some cherry picking. We haven't had that in a while. That's a good exercise. Testing. Okay. Hey Farron, hi Lois, how everybody? Okay, it is almost 9 o'clock. We're going to get started. My name is Marla. This is Pilates Mat. Welcome to everybody online. Welcome to everybody here. Already it's starting. Okay. All right. If you need any help, if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt and ask. Okay, happy 9/11 to you, and I say that because I want us to focus on gratitude in our lives a little bit. I'm not going to get yogi on you, but let's, instead of making it a sad day, look at our blessings. Okay, it's officially 9 o'clock now on that clock, 7 seconds. Let's start large circles.
Did you set your watch, Marla?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
thank you for having my back. Come on down to your hands and knees. Okay, so what we're going to do is to warm up on hands and knees, making large circles. Imagine you're in a box, hit all 4 corners of the box. This will ensure full range of motion for your exercises. Now let's reverse the other direction. You're warming up in the shoulders, the hips, the knees. Even your stretches might need to be modified for you, so listen to your own body. One more time around. Okay, everybody sit back to your heels. Child's pose stretch. You can return here for a break anytime you want during class. Okay, on hands and knees, look up and arch your back. Round your spine like a cat. Tailbone and crown up. Tailbone and crown to the floor. One more time. Stay looking between your legs. Fold your toes under you as you straighten your legs and press your hands deeply down and forward. You're in a downward facing dog stretch. Lift and lower the heels. Try not to move the upper body. Good. Up and down. Michelle, is that you? Good morning. Drop one heel at a time. Everybody bend your supporting leg. Good. Try to touch the mat with that heel, stretching the calves, working through the feet, the basis of all movement. Shift forward onto your toes into a plank. Lower down to your knees and rest back to child's pose. Does anybody have a card that you want me to sign for to keep record of your classes? Yeah, take it out and I will sign it during class for you, okay? Alrighty, on your side, we'll do clock arms. Head and neck rest, both arms in front of you. Your knees are folded in front. Take your tummy and make a big circle along the floor. Look at the hand as it goes around you. One more time, looking at the hand, of course. Now reverse. Rest your head down. One more. Okay. Flip over. Other side. Head and neck rest. Knees folded. Both arms in front. Have your top hand drag a big circle along the floor. Lean back, look at it. Let it go over your legs. One more in that direction. Straight arm like the second hand, sweeping the face of the clock. Now reverse. This is for your shoulder, your neck, and your mid-back. It is a thoracic spine stretch as well. Okay, on your backs, hug your knees to your chest. Okay, we do not play music in Pilates because we don't want to move to a beat, so forget the beat that we hear upstairs, please. Hug your knees and rock side to side. When I do get to play music, it's more like yoga, just soft background. Okay, let's straighten both legs to the ceiling. Pull on the back of the legs, point and flex, point and flex. With pointed toes, circle around through the ankles and reverse. Very good. Put your feet down wide onto the mat, wide apart. Lower both knees to the left. You feel a nice stretch in your right thigh and hip flexor. And then take your knees to the right. Experience the same thing on this side, on the left. And then we could go back and forth like your windshield wipers. Okay. Walk your feet closer together. Okay, I'm welcoming everybody back to class and at least one brand new person to class. Vicky's brand new. I'm going to cover all the basics as a refresher for everybody. Neutral spine is the natural curve of your low back. Let's put a little bowl of water on your pelvis right now. And with your hands resting on the mat, just tilt the pubic bone toward the ceiling so the bowl of water would spill toward your throat. You imprinted your low back. Now arch your low back, spill the bowl of water to your toes. Let's do it again. Imprint, spilling toward your throat, arching, spilling to your toes. Now go between the two extremes where that bowl of water would spill a drop. You're in your neutral spine. Keep your neutral spine. Don't move the pelvis. Just draw your abdominals in and up like you're trying to zip up some tight jeans. Now, the Pilates breath is in through the nose and out through the mouth, but it's a lot more important to stress the inhale, expanding your lungs laterally, not your belly rising. As you exhale, empty your lungs and scoop the navel in without moving the spine. We'll take another deep inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly. Raise your legs to tabletop. If your neck hurts you, you can put your head down during any of the exercises. Breathe in. With your next exhale, slide your fingertips to the end of the mat, curl chin toward chest, and stay up. Lengthen the legs if you can. 100. Inhale, pump your arms. 5 beats. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 5 beats. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. If your head is up, look down past your pubic bone, not up at the ceiling. That will put your neck in the proper position. 4, 5, set 5. Exhale, you're pumping from the shoulders, not merely the wrist or the elbows. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, set 7. Pump for inhaling. Exhale, keep pumping. 3, 4, 5, 8. Lower the legs for more challenge. Raise them up to make it easier. 4, 5, 9. One more set. Hug your knees, rest your head, and turn your neck side to side. Extend your arms on the floor behind you and your legs out in front. Get as long as possible. Feels so good. Think you're being stretched. Somebody has your wrist, somebody else has your ankles. Now, push the back of your ribs to the mat. Don't let the shoulders plop up if you can help it. Take a breath. With your exhale, look up at your feet and roll yourself up to seated. Stretch past your toes if you can. Breathe in, relax the shoulders, tilt the tailbone of the wall in front, and slowly as you exhale, roll back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, scoop the belly in so we're not bearing down and pressing out. You're scooping in. Open your lips, exhale. Inhale. Hot breath down. If you're holding your breath, you're not going to move anywhere. Inhale. Hot breath up. Stretch forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Let's remain seated on the next one, please. Inhale. Exhale, up. Stretch forward and hang out here. Now reach up to the ceiling, drop your shoulders, sit up tall on both sit bones. Twist toward the mirror and press your arms down. Keep both heels the same length. Inhale, reach up, turn forward. Exhale to the back of the room. Press. 2 more. Exhale, pretend my knee went in your back and you sit taller. Last one. Good. Reach up, fold forward, stretch forward. I'm seeing a lot of people with shoulder problems modifying that last exercise, and I applaud that. Listen to your body, do what's right for you. Okay, now find your sitting bones. If you're not already on them, lift and separate till you feel a bony structure underneath you. If you can sit up tall like you're up against a wall with extended legs, do so. If you're too tight in your hamstrings, sit diamond shaped legs. Arms are out. This is not the saw, this is spine twist. Take a breath. Exhale, twist to the front, pulse 3 times. Inhale forward. Exhale to the back. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Can you keep your heels where they start? Moving at the waist, not the hips. 1 more. Keep the shoulders down, please. Drop your shoulders. Good. Arms out. Open your legs about 3 feet. So that's right outside the width of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Now round your spine. Saw your little toe off. This is called the saw. Inhale, restack center. Twist on 1, round on 2. Saw 3, 4, 5. Back up on 6. Exhale. How much air are you exhaling? Good. What's in your wallet? Inhale, twist, exhale. Sit on both butt cheeks the whole time. You have 4 more. Empty the lungs. And then inflate. And 3, think of the direction of your spine moving here. We're in a forward fold and then restep center and articulate tall. Rotate, twist, reach. And up. Last time. And up. Legs together and stretch forward. Okay, fingers on the floor, hands on the floor, and as slowly as you can, roll onto your back, please. Okay, put your feet flat onto the floor and feel the entire foot on the floor. So we're not going to roll to the pinkies. Ankles underneath your knees, feet and knees parted about 3 to 4 inches. That bowl of water is back on your pelvis. Spill the bowl of water toward your throat. Continue to lift your low back up off the mat and then the middle of your back. You're between your shoulders, your arms, your feet, and head right now. Take 1 breath. With your exhale, roll back down just through the middle of your back. Then the low back, then release back to neutral. So it's not just a shoulder bridge, it's a pelvic tilt. Take 1 more breath. Tilt the pubic bone, scoop, and come up. Pause at the top, breathe in. Slowly roll back down. If you're currently pregnant or currently have a neck injury, you can repeat that. We'll return to it later. The rest of us, we're going to go for a rollover. Don't turn your neck side to side. Press your arms firmly to the floor. Breathe in. With your exhale, start lifting your tailbone up, then the low back and mid back. Your legs go back parallel with the floor. Open the legs, inhale, roll down. Now if you're stuck, you do this. Legs together, put your hands on your tush, give yourself some help, push. And then rely on your core as you roll back down. Don't let your head pop up, please. If you don't need your arms, rest them overhead on the floor. It usually takes about 3 classes to get Pilates, to understand it and start moving in the right place. Exhale, up, back. Somebody's pulling your feet in one direction, hips in the other. Let's try 4 more. And 3. You could go back to just the shoulder bridges, the pelvic tilting. Last 2 times, everybody. Final 1. When you're done, continue with both feet onto the floor. Okay, right at the beginning of class, we talked about feet a little bit. We're going to do an exercise for the feet right now. Extend your right leg to the ceiling. Okay. Pretend you are sitting underneath a cherry tree. I want that foot right up over your face. With your toes, pick a cherry off the tree and then drop it into your mouth. Do it again. Cherry picking. Pick and drop it. Grab with your toes and drop. Keep going. Should we play the game of how many bones in your foot and how many tendons and muscles? 2 more. Now reverse. It's called scratching a pony. Pretend you're under a pony. Scratch his belly with your toe. 3, 4. Good. You will notice a difference between one foot and the other. 3 more. Last one. Good. Put your foot back down. Extend your left leg to the sky. Is this anyone's first time doing cherry picking with me? One
Yes.
person, 2, 3. Yeah, we've done them before. Okay, underneath your cherry tree, take a cherry and drop it into your mouth. Pick another one and drop it. 3, 4. How straight your left leg is just up to you and your own flexibility. That's not our focus on this. You're working your calf, your ankle, the muscles, and everything in the feet. 2 more. Is this your easier side or the harder? Now reverse. Scratch the pony's belly. 4 more. Mental notes to go home and do this with your grandchild, right? 2 more. Last one. And rest. Okay. All right, so that's just a couple exercises that we could do with the feet, those 2. Okay, now we're going to start our single leg circle. Right leg to the ceiling again. Now turn open from the hip joint. Extend your left leg to the best of your flexibility. So we don't use our arms to help stabilize us. Reach our arms to the ceiling. Plop your shoulders down like puppet arms to the mat. Now keep your torso still. Make a little circle to the left, down, up onto your right. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Imagine the leg starts behind your belly button, and on each exhale, make a bowl out of your lower belly, so you're scooping it inward. It could be large if you want, small if you need, but don't let your hips or ribs move. 2 more. This is a core exercise, not a leg exercise. 1 more. Reverse. Out to the right, exhale out midline. 2, draw the belly button in and up. 3, and 4. 5, scooping to lift. 6. 2 more. Great. Hug your right knee deeply to your chest. Okay, we're going to get ready for a spine twist here. Breathe in. With your exhale, use your left hand to push your right knee over. Open your right arm like an airplane wing. Look over to the right. Spine twist from your neck to your tailbone. Take a big breath. Let all the tension out. Exhale. What did you guys do last night?
They actually did.
Oh, please do tell.
We were in Medina, Ohio for a rehearsal dinner.
Oh, very nice. On your back. Who's getting married?
My nephew on Jay's side
Oh,
today in Preston, Ohio.
oh, left leg to the ceiling. Extend your right leg to the best of your flexibility. We're going to focus on not letting that leg move the body. Arms up, shoulders down, abs in. Circle to the right, come up onto your left. 2, inhale across, exhale up onto the outside. Press both sides of your ribs and your hips down. Inhale, focus. Focus is one of your 6 Pilates principles. Concentrate on what you're doing. That exhalation, that breath is another principle. Exhale as you lift. 2 more. Last one. Reverse. Out to the left, exhale up midline. 2, scoop your navel in and up. 3, and 4. 4 more. Don't let that leg wag your body. Last 2. And 1. Hug your knee to your chest, please. Big breath. With your next exhale, use your opposite hand. Right hand's going to push the knee to the floor. Open your left arm like an airplane wing. Big breath in. Exhale. Relax. Stay here for another big breath. Exhale. Okay. Rock yourself up to seated and remain seated on this next one. Okay, I'm just turning so you can see. You're going to stay in your position, but have your feet parallel about 4 inches and avoid this. You want to keep your knees to the ceiling. So imagine somebody's walking up to you and trying to separate your knees. Don't let them, okay? Those inner thighs will be active. Place your hands behind your thighs, feet flat, even the toes are down. Breathe in. As you exhale, tilt the tailbone and go back to just behind your waistband. Stay here. Breathe in. Use your strong arms to help pull yourself up. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale to the same point. Relax the feet and legs. Inhale, release your arms. Exhale, back up. Do you start feeling the abs working? Inhale. If you want to and if you can, roll down with control. If you plop, don't go all the way down. Breathe in. Up at your knees, roll back up, exhale. To make it more challenging, bring your feet closer towards your body. The closer they are, the more challenging for you. You're not using the legs at all. You are using what you would feel as your inner thighs, but it's really the pelvic floor more engaging. When you go back, don't drop your chin back. You're in a rounded spine. That includes your neck. Only if you're all the way back till you drop your head back. And then curl the spine and go back up. One more time. Okay, cross at your ankles. Walk your fingers out in front, all the way forward. Scoot them more. Feel the stretch in your hips and your glutes. Maybe your legs, maybe your neck and shoulders, depending on how tight you are. Sweep your fingertips over to the right side. Put your right elbow on the floor behind you on the mat. Inhale, look up, reach up with your left arm. Exhale, your fingertips all the way across. Left elbow on the mat. Inhale, look up, reach behind you. Exhale, twist on the axis of the spine. One more time to the right. Breathe in. Exhale, one more time to the left. And back up to center. Okay. Roll the shoulders, circle the neck, anything you need to do for you. Okay. Rolling like a ball is next, and the thing that we want to do is to make your spine like a letter C the entire time. So uncross your ankles, keep your feet on the floor, and place your hands on the front of the ankles. Pull the middle of your back backwards. Think of like a bow and arrow, the bow being pulled back. Crown of the head and tailbone are to the wall in front. Now scoop the belly in away from your thighs and hover your feet up off the floor. You're balancing using your abs. Without dropping your head back, inhale, roll back. Exhale, up, stop before your feet hit the floor. Your abs are your brakes. Inhale, exhale. Now how lightly can you place your hands on your ankles? We're really not gripping hard. Avoid kicking your heels away. You don't want to swing. 4 more. Inhale as you go back. Number 4, exhale up. 2 more. Last one. Extend your legs, extend your arms overhead as you lie onto your back. Do you feel maybe a little bit taller already? Okay. Place your hands on the mat next to you, please, and lift your legs to tabletop position. That means that your shins are parallel with the floor. Now try to keep your knees and your feet equally distanced. Extend one leg, press it out, As that one comes in, your other leg will press out. Bending the knee, your other leg moves, so they're moving in opposite directions. Now listen, take a breath, curl your chin towards your chest. Hold the ankle with the same side hand of your bent knee, opposite hand goes inside the knee. And switch, and switch. Press the back of your ribs to the mat to help keep you curled up. This is called single leg stretch. Stretch that leg. Let's do 4 more like this. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Okay. I just saw this, and this is going to hurt somebody's neck coming up like this, guys. They were looking up at the ceiling. If you curl up and look forward, it takes the strain out of your neck. You're using your abs to come up. If it hurts your neck, just keep your head down. Okay, raise your legs to tabletop. This time, squeeze your legs together. You have one giant center leg. Breathe in to prepare. With your exhale, curl chin toward chest, slide your fingers to the end of the mat. Now, see if you can take your hands onto the tops of your feet. With your next inhale, lengthen arms and legs. Open your arms, keep your legs together, fold and tap your feet again. Inhale without dropping your head back. Exhale, we're going to stay neutral. 3, I'm sorry about the microphone, guys. And 4, 5, reach, lengthen. Exhale, circle. 6, 2 more. Your legs should be together. 1 more. Rest your head and turn your neck side to side. Okay. Both legs to the ceiling, both arms to the ceiling. Plop your shoulders down like puppet arms. This is a thinking exercise. I want you to move one leg. So wave the toes of your left foot, okay? That's your left leg. Okay. Now wave your fingertips of your right hand. Those are the 2 limbs moving. Take your arm behind you and the leg out in front. Is your other arm still to the ceiling? It should be. Now raise those first 2 limbs back up. Leave those there. Inhale your other leg and arm out. Exhale back up. Only move one arm. The arm goes behind you overhead. I'm seeing somebody do paddle arms. You never have an arm next to your hip. One arm will stay to the ceiling while the other arm moves behind you. Okay, so if you're doing this, you're doing it wrong. Okay, it's one arm, opposite leg like this, and then the other. You should always have one arm to the ceiling and take a break. It's not so easy. If it comes easy to you, you're lucky. It's hitting an area of your brain we want to keep active. Grab your ankles, bring your feet to the floor, release your hands, lower both knees to the left, and you've got a nice stretch for your right quad right now. Press your back gently into the mat for a little deeper stretch. And then go to the other direction. Always be mindful that you're not twisting too much in a joint like your knee here. Press your back gently down to the mat if you want to gently increase the stretch. Okay, back to center, heel toe your feet closer together. Single straight leg stretch, one leg to the ceiling. Okay, start with your hands behind the thigh, climb up toward the ankle, look between your legs, and hover your other leg out. Let's switch. We'll pulse the top leg. Switch. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Keep going. 3 more. Get that nice stretch. 2. We're going to do another set with your arms hovering above the mat, an inch above the mat by your sides. Turn your palms to face up. It'll encourage the shoulders to stay down. Your back. 2 more. Last 1. Both legs to the ceiling. Rest your head and lift your arms up. Drop your shoulders. Now knit the ribs together. Don't let the back arch. Lower your legs just a little bit and bring them back up to the ceiling. Add the breath as you paint down with your big toes. Scrape up through the heels. Scoop that belly as you're exhaling. Inhaling down. Breath up. When your legs are going to the ceiling, you're making a bowl out of your belly. If somebody poured water there, it would collect like a bowl. 3 more. It's not a big move, but it's very effective. And 2. John, did you leave? You're really quiet today.
Just listening intently.
1 more. And rest. Okay. Open your arms like airplane wings. Tabletop your legs again and squeeze your knees together. If you cannot squeeze the knees together, I suggest rolling up your towel or something and put it between your knees, because the goal here is to not move legs independently. Bring your heels up higher than your knees and keep your knees in line with the hips. Take 1 breath. As you exhale, lower both knees toward the right. Stop before the left shoulder should lift. Breathe in when you get to your point. Exhale the knees over toward the left. Tick-tock. Stay here while you breathe in. As you exhale, use the left oblique. Start going through center. You start engaging the right. Go down, breathe in and pause. Exhale with your move. Inhale. Exhale as you move. Only go as low as you could keep both shoulders glued to the floor. Inhale. Exhale over to your last side. Breathe in when you arrive. Exhale back to center. Part your feet and knees about 3 inches and put your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows wide, draw your chin toward your chest. Now keeping the shoulders lifted the entire time. Rotate the upper body to the left, extend your right leg out, and switch. Pull the elbow back so it is not elbow to knee, but it is rib cage to thigh. Good. Try not to do lateral flexing, Mike. I want you to come up and fold rib cage to thigh. So come up and fold over, Mike. Curl up as you do it. Curl. Nope, you're doing side to side again. So watch what I'm doing. You're doing this, okay? And instead, it's this. Rotate. So it's rib cage to thigh. Good. Let's do 8 more. What number are you on? About 40?
Yep.
6, 5, extend that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full old body stretch. Rest your feet onto the floor, knees bent, and we're going to return to the shoulder bridges from earlier. Your heels are underneath your knees, your feet should be flat onto the floor. Arms up so they don't help, shoulders pressed down. Breathe in. As you exhale, tilt the pubic bone and slowly come up to the shoulder bridge 1 more time. Breathe in, roll back down through the middle of your back, articulate, then through the low back, then you're back to neutral. Pause right here, breathe in, tilt, scoop, exhale up. Now staying up, tighten up your internal girdle of muscles, hug your spine, float 1 bent knee up, quietly put that foot back down. Press that foot down, float your other bent knee up. Can you march in place, staying even on the sole of the foot that's down? Press that foot down. Can you keep both hips equally lifted? 4 more. 3, it is controlled. It's like you're lifting gum up off the floor with the bottom of your foot, and then you're pressing through something on the way down. Good. Both feet stay down. Breathe in. With your next exhale, come down, bone, bone, bone in order. Adding on if you can. Breathe in. Tilt the pubic bone. So there's your pelvic tilt again. The bowl of water spills to your throat. Come up. Don't lose that hip to rib connection. Keep it. Press your right foot down and extend your left leg way up high to the sky. We're going to take your left leg a little circle to the right up onto your left. 2, don't let your right knee wobble. 3, 4, stay even on the sole of your right foot. Reverse for 5. You want to stay even between both shoulders. We're moving from the hip joint, not from the ankle. Last 1. Quietly put your left foot down where it began. Press that foot down, reach your right leg way up high to the sky. Cross over to the left, up onto your right. Little circle. Keep the hips up. Stay even between both shoulders. Feel the left hamstring, inner thigh, and glutes working. Reverse for 5, out to the right, up center. 4, do you feel the inner thigh of your supporting leg? 2, and 1. Place your foot back down. Breathe in. With your exhale, as slowly as you can, roll back down. And hug the knees to your chest, please. Legs to the ceiling. Hands inside your legs. Separate those legs and rock until the toe hits the floor. Side to side. Okay. Back to center. Rock yourself up to seated. Cross at your ankles and crawl into the middle of your mat on your hands and your knees, right into the middle. Okay. Relax the feet so you don't cramp. At the tops of your feet, your shoelaces are resting to the floor. Put your hands on the mat so your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Look next to you in the mirror and have your knees directly underneath your hips. So you should be making a box shape with the floor being the bottom of your box. Now draw the shoulder blades down your back. Keeping your neutral spine, so you don't want to sag down, you don't want to round your spine. Keep neutral, just draw your belly button up. If I tried to push you over right now, I wouldn't be able to move you. Extend your right leg straight behind you to the wall. Lower your right hip so it's still parallel with the floor. Extend your left arm out in front of you. Pull back and close your eyes. Tighten up your core. You have 8 seconds with eyes closed. Notice where your work is coming from, your supporting leg. Open your eyes and come back down. Keep your hips nice and even with the floor. Don't lift your left hip any higher. Just extend your left leg out behind you. Extend your right arm. Okay. Close your eyes. Hold it. Remember when I used to be able to walk around the room and I would press on your arm and look for resistance? I should not be able to move your arm down. Open your eyes and put your hand back down and sit back to your heels. Okay. So in theory, you were just in a plank because your spine was in its strong neutral position the entire time. No arching and rounding. We're going to go to a full plank now. You have an option. If you don't want to do a full plank, I'm going to suggest that you do this. Shoulders over wrists, from your knees to your shoulders, you're in a straight line. Push the floor away, working your core, we'll call that a plank. Otherwise, join me. Shoulders over the wrist, extend one leg with the toes folded under. Keep your hip as it is, add your other leg. Reach long through the crown of your head, pivot forward more onto your tiptoes, push the floor away with your hands. Adding leg pulls. Don't let your body weight shift. Stay even by tightening up your core. Lift up one leg, point the toe, then take it down. Then your other. Keep alternating. Hips don't move. Core is nice and strong. You have 4 more. 3. Last 2. And 1. Now both legs up. Okay, come down, sit to your heels and rest. I couldn't resist throwing that in. I tried. I thought about it before and I'm like, nope, still has to leave my mouth. Okay, hands down like this next to you if you want to stretch your forearms and it feels good for the wrist. At least it does for mine. Now we're going to work in spine extension. Lie face down on your mat. Oh, shut up, microphone. Okay. Arms over the corners of your mat. Now draw the shoulder blades down your back. So it's like this. You're actually shrugging the shoulders down. Without moving the bones of your back, just draw your belly button in and up. You're scooping your navel to your spine here. Okay, like a row of ants crawling under your belly. Take 1 breath. As you exhale, with your nose, push a marble to the top of your mat as you lift your chest up. You're still gazing downward. Stay here. Breathe in. Lift your legs up with your next exhale. Reach those legs behind you. Squeeze the glutes and the quads. Inhale. Add your arms up with your next exhale. You are Superman. Turn your palms facing inward. Now, keeping your limbs straight, lift one arm and opposite leg and switch, switch, switch. Try not to touch the floor or bend the knees. Stay even on both hips and ribs here. Keep the shoulders pulled back and rest. Forehead on the back of your fingertips. Walk your legs together and press your feet into the floor. Now, glue your forehead to the back of your hands. When you lift up, your arms, your elbows, everything from the waist on up will lift up. Breathe in to prepare. With your exhale, lift everything up off the mat that you can. Stay here. Rotate to the right. Your left elbow touches the floor. It's like you're looking at the ceiling. And then come back to center. Then the other direction. And center. Rotate. Mid-back working along with low back. Abs are still in. You have 2 more. Last one. And rest. Open your legs comfortably so your toes and knees are turned to like 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Bend your knees, squeeze the heels together. Your toes are parted like a fishtail. Squeezing the heels together, lift your knees off the mat and lower and back down. Lift and lower. You're working your rear end and your low back. Rest your upper body. Your elbows are resting down and shoulders. 3 more. 2, are you still squeezing the heels? Now keep the legs lifted. Straighten your legs and point your toes. Your feet part. Reach to the wall behind you. Flex, come back until your heels meet. Press back out, legs part, point. Flex, come back in. 2 more. Keep those thighs up. Keep the knees up. On your next one, hold your legs behind you straight. Bend or flex the feet and beat your heels in and out. Click your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your feet onto the floor, hands under your shoulders, and push yourself up and back. Walk your knees under you, and you'll be in a child's pose stretch. Here you go. Come forward on hands and knees, look up and arch your back, and then round your spine like a cat. Threading the needle. This is a spine rotation. Reach your right arm to the side wall. Now, as you rotate the ribs to the right, reach to the ceiling, look up, breathing in. Exhale, sweep your arm under, rotate. Your left elbow will bend. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, rotate like a pendulum would swing. 1 more. Your feet don't move on the mat. Good. Let's do 3 the other direction. Start with your left arm out. Rotate, reach up, look up. Exhale, twist. Avoid sitting back to your heels. Think more about twisting from the waist. 1 more. Very good. And have a seat, facing forward. Okay. All right. Sorry about the mic. All right. Sit comfortably. So if you need to sit this way, that's fine. If you could sit cross-legged, that's fine. Whatever works for you. We are going to do some pull-ups. Reach your arms up overhead and grab a pretend bar there. Now hang off of it. You're going to pull your head up in front of the bar if you can. Squeeze your back muscles. Let's do it again. Keep your chin up. Squeeze your back muscles. And again. 3. Chest is lifted. 4. If my hand was on your back, I'd feel all those back muscles engaging. 5. 6. Pull up. Do you think you could actually do a pull up, anybody? 1 more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And rest. Hands on the front of your knees. Pull back for a great stretch. Speaking of which, let's take your hand to the opposite knee. Rotate and look over the shoulder. Another twist. And other direction. Rotate. Now stay seated tall, so we're not going to move the middle of your spine, the mid-back, just the neck. Bring ear to shoulder, then chin to chest, ear to other shoulder, chin to chest. Back and forth a couple times. If you need to close your eyes, you can. Okay. Let's do a couple neck Pilates exercises. The next one, you gotta keep the shoulders down. So imagine somebody has the knee in your back and the shoulders pulled down like this. You're gonna turn your chin over your right shoulder and jut your chin out and back. So your head's moving forward and back. 3, not moving the middle of your back. 4, 6. I know it looks silly, but doesn't it feel good for your neck? 1 more. Turn to the other side. Jut your chin out and in. 2. Do you want me to tell you if you're moving your body, Jen?
No.
6, 7.
My eyes closed. I can't.
And 8. And rest. That's what I would tell you. Okay. 1 more for the neck. You might hear some crack, crack, crack. Use your nose, okay? Start right up over your head. You can close your eyes if you get dizzy. Make a huge circle all the way around the room. Then to the floor. Then to the other side and go back overhead. Now reverse. Can you keep the spine long, the middle of your back? You do 2 more. Last one. Good. Open your eyes. Anybody dizzy? Are we good? Okay. Arms out. Glide ribs over hips. Hand to the floor. Side bend. Good. Ribs over hips. Other side. Now join me. Go as far over to the right as you can till you get your elbow on the floor. Uncross your legs. Make certain your elbow landed under your shoulder. Press the forearm down. If you have a sensitive elbow, double mat up. Just fold your mat a couple times. Okay, we're going to keep the collarbone wide and keep the spine long. So avoid this. We're not sinking. Come up to the side of your bent knee and stay here. We're going to be here a while. If you want to, you don't have to go any further than this. If you need more work, straighten out your top leg, put your weight into that leg, and take your other leg straight behind it, toe to heel. We're going to touch the ear with your hand and go down and pike up. 2, 3, looking forward. 4, 5, 6, 7. On your last one, side bend, reach up overhead if you can. Come down, grab your ankles, and fold. Now we're going to stay here for a real mermaid stretch. You know there was real mermaids out there. Okay, take your foot out from underneath. Put your foot to the inside of that left thigh. Now, can you sit onto both butt cheeks? Try to. Hold your ankle with the left hand, right arm up, and just side bend. Place your hand behind your head. Pivot, look at the ceiling. Again, get length as you reach the arm out. Big breath. And exhale. Cross legs if it works for you. Arms out. Glide ribs over hips so you can get that left elbow down. If you need to double mat, it looks like this. Uncross the legs, but keep your hips stacked. Press the forearm down. Keep that long, straight spine here. If you want to, come up to the side of your bent knee. If you feel like it, straighten out that right leg, then behind it with the left, heel to toe. Touch your ear, pike up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. How about touching the floor up overhead if you want? Come down, grab your ankles for your first stretch. Bring your foot out. Can you sit on both sitting bones maybe? Hand behind your head. Pivot, look at the ceiling. Now reach that left arm out next to your ear, still looking up. Bicep next to your ear, fold. And release. Okay, hands. Okay. This is a pet peeve of mine right here, this thing. And I'm so trying to just ignore it. But I know it's hard to hear. Okay, I'm going to turn around. You'll be able to see me in the mirror, but it's the down that's more important. I'm going to lower down to your elbows here. From here, lift your chest, press the forearms down. Bring your legs to tabletop position. That means if there was a drink on your shins, it wouldn't spill. Can you, while you keep your knees together, Straighten one leg and bend it, then your other, so the knees stay together. Can you straighten both legs and keep them here? You can rotate to a Pilates V, externally rotating the hips, making a V with your feet. Circle the legs around, up, stop at the top. Now reverse. Good. One more time. Last one. Okay, now hang out here with bent knees. Next level, don't move your hands. Press your palms down, just lift your elbows and straighten your legs, and you'll circle around. Keep your hands where they started though. Good. Next level, you'll raise your arms up as well if you want. Last time, cross at your ankles, turn toward your left thigh and fold over it. Press your hands into the floor underneath the left knee. So you're pressing downward, you'll feel a stretch in the right low back. And then other side. Okay. Let's lie down on the back edge of your mat like there's a wall there, and I want your whole body up against the wall. If your shoulder will have it, you're going to use your bicep as a pillow. Now, if that doesn't feel good for your shoulder or neck, you can use a yoga block as a pillow. John is showing that. Bring your arm behind you up against the wall too. Now we're going to start with the clam. Put your feet up against the wall with your knees bent, so your feet are in line with your spine. We're going to lift the top knee up, keep your heels together, squeeze, and then lower, up and down. We're just preparing the hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up at the top and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the way down and up now, down and up. And 2, 3, 4 more. Last one. And rest. Extend both of your legs to the front corner of your mat. The bottom leg will not move. Keep it straight, keep it pressed down. Hover your top leg up an inch or so. Push your top hip away from your top shoulder, creating an opening under you called your mouse house. That's important. Okay, now reach your arm out long. Tighten your core up so you don't rock your upper body. Let's see if you could sweep your leg forward and back without moving the upper body, and while you still keep this opening under you. Put your hand under your waist and see if you could get that up. Make your top leg longer. Now, leg comes behind you, bend the knee, heel to butt, knee to nose, lengthen, sweep. Good, keep going. Anybody know what's holding your body still right now? What muscles are you using so your upper body doesn't rock? What are you using? Your core muscles? That's a good answer.
Gravity.
2 more. Your gravity muscles. Reverse, heel to bum, all the way forward, knee to nose, bend, rotate. 2. Moving at the knee and the hip, not at the waist. 3. 4. 5. A reminder, the JCC is closing early this Wednesday and will remain closed all day Thursday for another holiday, Yom Kippur. 1 more. Hold the leg out over your bottom leg. Tiny circle. 8, 7, 6. And then we are open every single day of the year from here on out until next Rosh Hashanah. Reverse. 8.
Yeah, remember the old days?
5. Or the old days when we were closed every Saturday too.
And very
1.
significant holiday.
And take a break. Yes, I remember the old days when I could sleep in on a Saturday. Okay, now hover your top leg up again. Listen, you're going to turn from your hip till your toe taps the floor twice. Come up, heel dig behind once. Inwardly, externally rotating from the hip. And 4. I feel this right here on my side and my abs. Do you feel yours? 2 more. Last one. Hold the top of your foot, knees together, squeeze the glute. Okay, my friends, on your back, ankle over knee, please. Hug through the window your legs create like this. The foot that's on top, flex it. Lean in the direction of your top flexed foot and press your tailbone down. You will feel more work, more stretch. Raise your hand if you want me to sign your card. Did you pull it out, Lois?
No.
Oh, well then, I can't sign it. You'll have to see me. After class, we'll be in a rush because there's another teacher coming in. Okay. Roll yourselves up to seated. The card is for the contest that's going right now, the group exercise contest. You might get a parking space. Lie down onto your other side. Oh, you have a card? I'll come over and do it. Paul doesn't? You have to go to him and ask. Bring your feet back up against the wall behind you. Bend your knees. Bring your feet against the wall. Bend your knees. And you're going to lift your top knee up and down. And 2, 3, 6. Hold it up and pulse. 2, 3. I'm certain you could just write his initials down. He wants to stop you. Now, all the way down and up again for 8, 7, 6, squeezing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold and rest. Good. Straighten your legs to the front corner of your mat. Float your top leg up an inch or so. Push your top hip away from your top shoulder, creating an opening underneath you. Okay, now kick your leg forward and back without moving at the waist. Good. Top arm reaches long, so that's not helping to stabilize you, correct? One more. Now bring the leg behind you, heel to bum, knee to nose, lengthen and sweep. 2, 3. Vicki, can I come closer to you and show you? 4. Keep going, bicycling. This comes up. You feel the difference? Yeah. Even if you just do a couple, you're going to work a little bit more. Out my hand again. There it is. You got it. Reverse. 8. You don't have to do 8. 8 is a lot. Good. Rochelle, can you straighten out your bottom leg to the front corner of your mat? It's going to help you. It's going to hold you into your tripod to keep you down. I don't know why I say tripod. It's just 2 limbs. 2 more times. Okay. Now hold your leg out over your bottom leg. Small circle. 8, 7, the size of a CD. Lengthen the top side of your body. Shorten the underneath, armpit to hip. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Hold the leg out. Tap the floor in front. Heel dig back. Tap, tap, heel dig. Internally, externally rotating. Good. 4 more. Use the leg and the core for this, not the foot. I don't want your foot to cramp. Anybody's foot cramp today? Okay, hold the top of your foot. Quad stretch. Here you go. Okay. Flip onto your backs. Ankle over opposite knee, please. Hug through the window your legs create. And stretch. Is it really 9:57 already? Where did the time go? Okay, everybody, rock yourself up to seated. We will have to start final stretches, both legs in front. Shush your mouth. Okay. Right foot inside left inner thigh. Reach up, get length, fold forward. Doesn't it feel good? Press out through the heel, go back through the hip. Try to press the back of your left knee to the floor. Now lift your right arm up to the floor behind you, sweep, side stretch, and fold forward one arm, then the other, right ear toward left knee. Okay, both legs in front. Put your left foot inside your right inner thigh. Reach your arms up, get length in a forward fold, then drop the weight of your head. Press out through the heel, pull back through the hip, try to press the back of the knee to the floor. Now lift up your left arm, take it behind you, come to a big sweeping side stretch. As you exhale, fold forward one arm, then the other. Aim your opposite ear, left ear toward right knee. Okay, onto your tiptoes, please. Fingertips down to the floor. Okay, just lower the heels kind of to the mat so you get a nice stretch in the calves here. Now straighten your legs. You are in a forward fold. Just hang over here. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Draw your belly button in, tuck the tail toward the floor, and slowly roll up through the spine. Last thing up will be the crown of your head. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale. You guys, good work. Thank you. Have a wonderful week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Marla probably knows.
What?
Some of the cards.
Yeah, they're up over here.